This week I cut an opal from a field you've never seen before. G'day and welcome to Black Opal Direct. My name's Justin. Well, I've got this piece that comes from the T-Bone field out in Lightning Ridge. Now that comes from right behind the whole of the Cookeran field, and it's a long way out. It's probably almost an hour's drive on the dirt past the Cookeran field, it's really a field that's been around for many years, and I've seen some absolutely sublime opal come out of there. So yeah, it's one of the best fields that even when my dad was around, we used to buy opal from people who mined there, and it's crazy good opal. Most of them were in witches' hats, like not quite like this. This is quite a weirdly formed knobby. It's not quite a witch's hat, it's not quite a knobby, so it's an interesting shape, but it does have some really nice colour in it. And when I shine the gem torch into it, it seems to be like it's got quite a thick colour bar in it. So it's going to be a tough one to cut because it's got a white cap, but then it's got grey potch on the other side. And I'm wondering whether I should cut the grey potch off and make this a beautiful crystal if it faces well enough, or whether I should keep that potch on and make a dark or close to a black opal. So I'm not sure until I get on that wheel, but let's get on there and have a bit of a clean up and see where we go, because she's a beauty, I think. I hope. So, let me get my more powerful glasses so I can see the stone better. Let's have a good look at this guy. So, you can see it's got some really nice colour there, but it's really hard to tell unless we shine the light in there. And we can shine the light in there, you can see that there's quite a lot of glow going on the stone. If I turn that light off, it probably would work better. You see there's a lot of glow going on there, so yeah, there's a good colour bar there that looks like it could be a decent stone, but this potch here doesn't look like it's going to go black inside, so I'm just going to rub it in a little bit, and it might, and if it does, then the possibility of a black opal is on the cards, but right now it doesn't look like it. It looks like more of a dark or a crystal opal. So let's get that wheel started. The name of the game in opal cutting is to cut most or all of the inclusions out you possibly can for a beautiful, clean gem. At the moment, I'm just cleaning around the edges so I can get a really good idea of how that colour bar is formed inside. Sand spots and inclusions can be inside there at any time, and even with a gem torch, you can still sometimes get it wrong. But this one looks really clean.
Besides the lovely hair, this colour bar looks like one of the cleanest I've seen in quite a long time. So my hopes are pretty high, and I do think the colour could possibly be absolute gem quality. So I think I really need to take this white cap off before I do anything about that watch, just to see how good the colour is, and then we decide whether we take the watch off or leave it on. It's a nice colour, but the brass strap's been put in. Alright, it's going in. It's make or break time. Do we get a beautiful gem, or do we get a flop? So far the colour's looking nice, but the sand is not my friend as yet. Such beautiful play of colour, but that white cap hasn't quite come out yet, and underneath it is lying blobs of sand. How far is this sand going to go in this time? Oh, let's hope that that sand comes out, cleans up. That is a beautiful colour. Oh, so bright and strong. Spots in the middle, again giving me havoc. There's three main sand spots in here that could be the difference between a nice dome or a very low dome. They gotta come out. It's a never-ending story with sand. Just can't avoid it. Because the pattern is not as good up there as it is everywhere else, so looking like a very nice stone though. It'll be quite large. As long as that sand in the centre comes out, we'll be on a winner if we can get that sand out. I think the stone has made its mind up for me about the potch on the back. I have to leave that on there because if I don't, the outcome's going to be too thin. And the reason is because that sand sitting in the middle is going too deep. If I take all of that sand out and then take all of the potch off the back, it's going to be really thin. So yeah, the stone has guided me to the light. Some of you out there comment that I use way too rough a wheel for the opals I cut. And to be honest with you, I have trained myself over the years to push at different pressures for different areas of the opal. So if I'm pushing on to cut a sandy piece out, I can push a little bit harder. But if I'm just fine shaping and just, you know, trying to get the shape perfect or a nice dome like I'm doing now, I push a lot softer. And it really makes a big difference when cutting a beautiful gem. The wheel I'm using at the moment is a 240 grit sintered wheel, and it can take a lot of opal off very quickly, so my pressure is paramount when I'm using this wheel. It's also a wheel that's fine enough so I can get the scratches out when I go to polish it quite easily. Sand spot is still in the face. Come on. I think we're pretty good. Look at that. That's a nice 5 carat gem right there. Beautiful gem too. Very, very happy with that. That is gorgeous. Now that the pressure's off and I've got most of the sand out of the face, it may happen that I have a little bit of residue sand in the middle of the stone that has to stay there by the end of the polish. We'll see by the time I get through it all. Right, well, this is a beautiful stone. I wasn't expecting it to be as bright as this with the potch on the back. So when you get dark opals of this brightness, it really does hold its value quite well. So what does she weigh? 4.56 carats. That's nice. 4.56 for, there's an $8,000 gem. $2,000 a carat approximately, maybe a little bit over. Really bright colour, beautiful floral, flagstone and chaff pattern all in the one stone. That's a beautiful gem. It really looks at you from every angle as well. I'm really happy with it. Sitting on the body tone, it sits around about the dark opal. If I hold it up, there's one side that's a bit clear and the other side's not, so it has to be a dark opal and not a crystal opal. And is very pretty. So you can also get these on my website. They're available at the moment. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that journey, and I did, definitely. What a beautiful gem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.